friends. Welcome to your daily reading. I have one up on Instagram and one on TikTok as well. So if one of those formats is more suitable to your preferences, feel free to follow me over there. And if you enjoy these readings, please do like and subscribe as you see fit. Let's see what the cards have for us today. I'm trying really hard not to say like a specific day, because these readings are timeless. I think whenever you come across these readings, it's probably right for you. And if you find that the reading's not right for you, that's totally okay too. You can find another reading or another reader. Or if tarot's not for you at all, move on to something else. There are plenty of fish in the sea, and that is especially true on the internet. Oh, getting a little crazy. Not really wanting to pop though. Oh, there we go. One more, because we already had one fall out. There we go. Okay, let me pick up the first one and I will be right back. We got the Hermit in reverse, followed by the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles. So, especially the first two cards, I'm getting a really heavy feeling. The Hermit in reverse talks about, loneliness, or maybe like a self-imposed isolation, or, withdrawal from the people around you. So it feels like a dark and heavy space that you may be in. This Six of Swords in reverse talks about having a hard time letting go. So I see this combination a lot when I'm talking with people who are really stuck on like a past relationship. Now that might not be the case for you. There might be some other situation where those things apply, right? But it really does point to, for some of you, a relationship that ended and you're just having a hard time moving on. It's like it sticks in your brain, and any downtime that you have, that's what you think of. Maybe you're dreaming about them. Maybe it's been a while and you've tried everything that you can, and it's like the memories that you have with them just won't leave you alone. They're kind of unrelenting. And that does make it really hard to let go, right? There's only so much that you can do to create that space and that distance away, to work on your own mindset and keeping yourself healthy, to distract your mind with other things, right? And ultimately that's what it comes down to for a lot of people, is finding other ways to preoccupy your mind, right? So maybe dive back into the hobbies that you have, whether that be ones that you've kept up over the years, or maybe you've kind of let them go and you really do need to rediscover what you love, what you enjoy doing, right? Now, on the more positive side, and in that third space here, which kind of looks to the future, is the Page of Pentacles. A lot of times that card talks about new opportunities. Specifically with Pentacles, it talks about financial opportunities. So that could be a new job that you're coming into. And if this is in the more romantic reading, if that part is playing to you, or not playing, if that resonates with you, this could be like meeting that next person at work, right? I do see that for a few of you. So, that's where it's kind of an encourager, right? It's saying like these opportunities are all around you, and you never know where your next opportunity to move on will come from. So you want to set yourself up in the best ways to be able to receive those as well. If you're, feeling down and really, really stuck in this energy, and when you're walking around work, you're looking at the ground and you're really sad, and maybe your hygiene isn't the best. Maybe those kinds of things have gotten away from you, and you're just not yourself. You're not really in your normal energy, right? So, you need to be working on that part, and that goes without saying. I know I don't need to say that to you. But you need that encouragement that those opportunities will come up. So whether that's at work or whether that's somewhere else, just don't let yourself dwell in that hurtful energy for too long. Try to make it a priority to take care of yourself, and try to find good things about your days, even if they're small. Just try to highlight those things for yourself, because that's what's going to help you not walking around the office with your head hung low. It'll help you show up, even if it's not fully as yourself. It'll be a little bit. It'll give the people around you a glimpse into who you are, right? And that's a wonderful thing. So, for those of you that the Page of Pentacles has nothing to do with new love or anything like that, you might have other new opportunities coming in, right? So we talked about the ability to dive into old hobbies, and something that I'm personally finding right now is that sometimes those hobbies can lead to new financial opportunities. And I've heard a lot of talks about recessions and things like that. I'm not going to dive into that by any means here, but the arts never fail through hard times, and they're incredible healers too. So if your hobby is at all arts based, I encourage you to make time in your busyness to dive in a little bit, even if it's only 15 minutes a night, or a half hour 3 times a week, right? Literally schedule it in. It serves as a therapy for yourself, and it really does lead to healing in that way. But you can also, in today's day and age, very easily turn around and sell the goods that you're making. And maybe you make something that you think isn't profitable. That's okay too, because the real value is in expressing yourself and allowing your mind to be creative, right? So go in with that mindset that you're really just seeing where it goes, and allow yourself to fully enter that creative space, and just see where it goes. I started a project recently, and it ended up somewhere totally different than where it started, but that's part of the fun of it. And where it ends up might be something profitable, where the place that it started wasn't. Again, that's just kind of an added bonus, but that might be an avenue for you to look at. So just start in that healing creative space and see where it goes. Let's go ahead and get an oracle card to see what kind of advice stands from the cards. My brain kind of stalled out there for a second. Anyways. All right, let's take it. Perspective. Okay. Check that out. There's like a focus in right there, but man, there's a lot of other space and things that you could be focusing on. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. So the none of this matters, I see that more on this end of things where, man, sometimes it just feels so all-encompassing. Like it just really takes over every part of you, and it seems to control your brain for like all of your days, right? But if you can look at the grand scheme of a life, your life, it'll be a blip, right? Even if we struggle it for weeks or months, hopefully not years. But even in that case, in a normal lifespan for us, a few years, a few months, a couple weeks, it's hardly anything. So maybe that brings a little bit of comfort. But yeah, the zoom out, take a look at the bigger picture. I feel like that's going to be a big thing in your healing. Try to zoom out. Excuse me. And take a look at things from a different perspective, right? I say that a lot because it has helped me a lot in my years. And when you're in this kind of space, it can be hard to find that other perspective. But there's always one to be found. There's always a lot to be found. Infinite. There are infinite possibilities, infinite perspectives that you can take, and infinite different things that you might be able to see if you zoom out. A lot of different possibilities for the future. A lot of room for pivoting, maybe where you're at right now. Something different. Okay. Well, thanks so much for coming by today. I hope that you found something in there that was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you again. Love ya.